Hey guys, so today is another Andie Makes, and today I'm making this kit which is called Mood for Love. Now this kit was bought for me by a lovely friend, and I will leave a link down to it on Amazon because that's where I got it from, because he got it from my wishlist. Now it seems like there's another kit you can make which is called Fair Face the Sky, but this is one I got and I'm gonna go ahead and customize it a little bit because it's too pink and I don't really like pink that much. Anyway, this is the stuff which is inside. So you got all the basic stuff in one bag. And then you got your templates, which are important. At first I didn't know what they were until I carried on with the project, and then I was like, oh, these are the patterns and the templates which I need. You do kind of need them. And then you got the colored bits of paper. And that was just me being confused by all this paper. And then you have the instruction book, which is most important. It's not in English though, but the pictures are fairly self-explanatory, and I didn't really follow the instructions that much. I kind of just did what I wanted and used pictures. And those are the plastic bits, because this kit does come with a dust cover, which is very, very useful, which I put on at the very end. And then these are all the walls. You have to be sure to do the right side because it's the plain brown side, which is ones that you stick on the things, and those are the holes for the wires. Because obviously this kit has working lights too, which is super cool. Now I went ahead and I cut out all the bits first so I wouldn't have to fiddle about with cutting out pieces when I got to them, which is quite practical. Obviously I didn't use the wallpaper provided, what I did as a base, but as you'll see, I customized my own wallpaper. And I put them all in a handy dandy bag so I wouldn't lose any of the bits. And make sure you use a large bag, because otherwise it's going to be kind of hard to fish out all the little bits, and that's kind of what you want. Kind of not what you want. Now I just use scissors, and for some of the finer bits I also use my scalpel, as you can see. Okay, and as I said, the white bit is the outside of the box. It's the brown bits that you want to be sticking on. Now I just use Pritt Stick to glue mine on. I've seen people use tacky glue in the past before on other videos, but all I have is Pritt Stick, and Pritt Stick works just fine. You don't really get lumps if you apply an even layer, so that's good. And then I smooshed it down a little bit more by rubbing it with some tissue. Okay, and then I used my Space Invader washi tape to make my own wallpaper. Now, I didn't actually plan this customization ahead, so the colour scheme of this overall project is a bit weird and wacky, but I think it worked out in the end, as you'll see. Okay, obviously I wanted to make sure all the covers were cornered. Covered. Corners were covered? Jeez, what the hell am I saying? Obviously you got to cut out the holes for the wires, otherwise you won't be able to wire it later, so that's pretty important. And I use a pencil to stab it through. Practicality. Okay, and then in this clip I am attempting to figure out which sides go together. Make sure you got to check. You want to be absolutely sure before you put any glue on. And I just use my UHU glue. I use that for the majority of the project, and I only use my glue gun occasionally because glue guns dry really fast. Now I prop these up with clips, and then I pop something behind to glue them, well, keep it upright. And that's the finished result of the things glued together. I mean, it's not the entire finished project, of course. Okay, and that's the battery pack. And then I got out all the wood pieces. Okay, I didn't want it pink, so I painted it all black. I actually ended up painting more black pieces in the end, but that's okay. The next I sorted these out, that's the bed. Those bits are the desk. And then the next bits are the chair. And the final part is the shelves/desk area. And voila! Glued them all together with my handy UHU, as always. Note that the little table's got a hole in it too. Now I just followed the instructions to construct all these, which wasn't too difficult. The book is very clear. Okay, next I'm making the little mattressy bit for the beds. Now as I said, the white paper are the patterns and templates for them, so you don't actually have to measure out the stuff yourself, which is so useful because no one's got time for that. And I was doing the one for the bottom bunk first. Now I used my own fabric for the mattress bed instead of the white one, as you will see, because like I said, I didn't really think ahead my customization, so I kinda had to scavenge a little bit for supplies, but that's okay. And here you see me measuring out the mattress filler. I'm sure if you wanted to have slightly more poofy beds, you could double it up. Well, this kit only provides enough for both of them, but I'm sure if you had some extra fabric, you could probably double up and make it a bit more poofy, because you know, poofy beds are fun. Okay, and then this part I used a hot glue gun to get down the fabric because I didn't have to wait too long for it to dry, and fabric's a bit tricky to work with. Just be careful with the glue gun though, because it dries pretty fast, which is why I only use glue guns when I want something to stick quick. And I did burn myself, of course, because I'm silly. Okay, and I made the mistake of trying to glue gun it down. I should have used UHU because I actually ended up with a weird lump. But it's not too noticeable in the finished bit, but future reference, I would just use normal UHU, and then I clamped them down as well. And then again, this is my own material, which I used to make for the throw on the bed. And I did use the glue gun again for these bits. Okay, I used the decoration provided for it because I thought it looked pretty. And I glue gunned those both down. Well, I only glue gunned the fabric to keep it down, as you can see. You can see a little bit at the bottom, but it's not too noticeable. Okay, and then I went and sewed a whole bunch of tiny pillows. Now, this is me turning it inside out in the clip. It was a little bit fiddly, just a bit. It was a little frustrating actually. But once you get the hang of it the first time, it's actually not too hard to sew your own little tiny pillows, and they're super cute. And the kit provides more than enough stuffing, so you could even make your own extra mini pillows if you really wanted to. Okay, and these are all the pillows, and the black ones were made from my own material. I think the heart one's pretty cute. That one's provided in the kit. Okay, next in this clip, I'm making the leather bag. Now, there's some pretty fiddly bits you need to cut out for this one, like the straps, which are quite hard. I had a little bit of difficulty with that, because I have nails, so that made it a little bit trickier. So actually, here's some advice. If you want to make these kits, I think having short nails may help just a little bit with the fiddlier aspects of it. Now, to help me with some, I did glue the templates down to help me cut them out. Especially on this one. This one was pretty tricky because it's so fiddly and bitty. And this final one, I was just using some pen to draw on the stitching, and I embellished it with some extra shiny bits because I love my shiny things. And then here's me struggling to show the camera because I'm a derp. But it's pretty, it's pretty. And I think it's fake leather, but it's still pretty cool. Okay, next this is me cutting out all the little bits to make the little pots on the plants. Pot plants? The plant pots. Blah, whatever. You know what I mean. It was a little bit fiddly. I think I would recommend using tweezers for this. Because again, well actually, although, like I said, long nails didn't really help with this, but I did try my best. And as you can see in the background, I've already got all the bits pre-made. I tried to record me putting all those pieces on the shelf, but my mum came in and I forgot to press record. So, the next clip is just me showing you the finished version, because I was trying, I did want to record that bit, but like I said, I didn't press record and I didn't realise until I finished. So here you go. This is the finished one. All the bits are super duper cute. With like the addition of glue strings everywhere because I'm silly. Okay, this is me attempting to make the lights. Now I've never made the lights before. And I do recommend you have pliers to help you twist some of the finer bits because that makes it a wee bit easier. But the lights in this particular kit aren't too complex. So for a first timer, if I can do it a first timer, then you guys should have no problem. Just follow the instructions in the booklet, because that's what I did. Although I used my own washi tape for this, because it was pretty. And this is the one that I'm making now, which goes on the table. And if you noted, the hole in the table, that's where the wires thread through. Although I did make my own carpet for this one, so I also did have to pierce a hole in the carpet so that I could thread the wires through that as well. But if you use all the stuff in the kit, you won't have to go through extra steps like that. See, it is a little bit fiddly, it does require a little bit of patience, but you'll get there in the end. Okay, and then this is me attempting to wire it through a table. A bit fiddly, but like I said, just takes a little bit of patience. Although trying to get it to stand completely straight is a bit tricky, but I think that was just me failing to get it perfectly done. Okay, construction time. Now, like I said, it was important to poke the holes in initially. And as you can see, this particular light here isn't too hard. I just popped a bit of glue in it to keep the wires in place. And I already had the bendable wire there as well to keep it in. So this is a fairly easy light to wire. It's the table light, which is the tricky one. As you can see, that is my homemade mini rug, and I did have to thread a hole through it, and then I did also glue down the table as well. And you do want to keep the wire underneath the rug, so that's what will hide the wire, and then the table will cover up the rest. I meant the bed will cover up the rest. And I thread those through the holes at the bottom of the wall. Ta-da! Like so. And then the bed goes in. A lot of glue was used in this project. A lot of glue. I did use some clamps to help me clamp down the bits which were hanging on the wall. Then in goes the desk. And finally, the chair, which I wanted to make sure was perfectly straight when I put it in. And that was everything, apart from some extra embellishments, of course. You know what I'm like, I need those extra embellishments. Yeah! Okay, now as you can see I added some extra embellishments to the bed, like some shiny hearts, because I'm a sucker for shiny things. And yeah, I just stuck some extra embellishments because that's what I'm like. And everything's so adorable and tiny. I think for my first attempt at something like this, it turned out pretty alright, to be honest. I mean, there are some glue stains everywhere, but I tried my best. Behold my shaky camera work. And I did get the lights to work. You will have to follow the instructions in the booklets to make sure you wired the correct wires. It is a little bit tricky, but it's worth it because it looks good. And I also put the dust cover on because I don't want my stuff getting dusty. Don't want my hard work to get dusty, of course not. Okay, and these are just some better pictures for you guys to look at. I hope you enjoyed watching me make this. I know the editing wasn't fantastic, but this is my first, well, my second time at making something sort of like this. But this is my first bigger kit. Let me know if you want to see me do more of these. I do have 2 more on their way to me, and I'm super excited to work on them. And next time I customize, I'm hoping to maybe make a custom Gudetama room, which would be super exciting. But yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Just enjoy the pictures now.